Lovely. Okay, so hopefully you saw in my message when I sent the link that this week I've just been using the theme of Mental Health Awareness Week just to feed into some of the things I've been doing in the class. I mean, in all honesty, the stuff we do in these classes is very much around keeping our minds healthy anyway. And certainly, as I think most of you know, for me, yoga has been super important and a key part of me being able to feel healthy in my mind. So with that in mind, tonight I thought that we would do one of my absolute go-to sequences that I love called the power sequence. We're going to do a slightly abbreviated version. So if you were turning up thinking we're going to be doing a big chill and a relax, no, we're going to use our yoga practice tonight to energize, to stand in our own power, and just to feel really strong and amazing. And that is another element of yoga for me. So it helps me to relax, it helps keep my mind clear and strong, it helps me feel empowered, and it helps me become aware of my breath and my thoughts. But it also really helps me to stand in my own power and feel strong. And these things don't happen overnight, but that's what's so amazing. So let's start with some warm-ups. So if you do want to put any amazing music on that inspires you, then please feel free. When I do the power sequence, I play Coldplay because they just do it for me. But please feel free to play whatever you want to play. So we're going to start just by bouncing through the feet. So we're just taking the weight down towards the floor. So give those arms a little shake and a stretch. Start to connect with your breath and take the weight down through the feet. That's it. So start to warm up the shoulders, warm up through the legs. And each time you bring that breath out, make it a good strong exhale. So arriving on your mat, getting ready to celebrate and enjoy your body, feeling physically strong, mentally strong. And then we'll pause. And we're just going to anchor one foot and bring the other foot forwards and backwards. So you might want to anchor your left foot and just bring that right foot forwards and backwards, and we'll just add the arms. I'm going to do it sideways. That's it. So your left foot doesn't move at all, and your right foot is moving forwards and backwards. So just work with whatever feels right for you. So you can be quite dynamic if you want to be, coming all the way down, or just a very gentle flow. And see if you can keep that coordination with the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll do two more. And the last one. And then this time we'll anchor the right foot and move the left. So keep your right foot exactly where it is, and then start to move that left foot forwards and backwards. That's it. And then add in the arms and just making the movement work for you. So this is a good way now of starting to really energize the body with the breath. Get that heart rate up as we always do. And just work into the shoulders, letting go of any tension from the day. And we'll do two more. And then coming back, feet together. And we're going to do another forward and backward move, but this time we keep the legs where they are. So we don't move either foot, we just take the weight forwards and backwards. So your back foot's just a little bit off the angle, that's it. And then we're going to raise the arms up and then bring them down. So we're starting to warm up the hamstrings. So that front leg is pretty straight. So one of the good things about yoga is that it helps us to regularly give the body the opportunity to release tension. So we inevitably do hold tension in the body as we go through our day. And all these movements and the postures, they just gently allow the body to release. So we're not carrying that stuff, we're letting it go. So the next time we come forward, let's hold in a hamstring stretch. So keep that front leg straight and gently bend the back leg. That's it. So you should feel that behind your thigh. And just come down as much as is comfortable for you. And then soften that knee and come up. And then we'll swap legs and go the other way. So we're bending the back, bending the front, and then bringing those arms in. So you can lift up the heel as you come up, and then straighten that leg. And again, you may not want to come down too far, so you might feel happier with your head above your heart and just making that movement quite gentle. Or we can go really dynamic, bring the forehead down towards the knees, raise the arms up, and a good strong exhale. And just enjoy moving your body. And just know that at the end of this hour, you are going to feel amazing. And you're going to be so glad that you joined the class and that you did this yoga. And the next time we come down, let's hold again and stretch that other hamstring out. This is going to be ready for our crane posture in a bit. We need to get the hamstrings warmed up and stretched out. And then coming up. Okay, so bring the feet hip distance apart. I'm going to breathe in and raise the arms up. Breathe out and bring the arms down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. And hopefully you can just feel that your core is switched on. As the arms go up, that's it. We'll do 2 more. My knee bending isn't really kind of coordinated very well, is it? I keep seeming to change my mind when I'm bending my knees. I can tell that in terms of what you lot are doing. It's like, when's she bending her knees? Is it when we go up or is it when we come down? I don't know, really. And we're going to do 1 more. And then we're just going to change the move a little bit. Bend the knees, take the palms to the back of your room. And you might not be able to see me. That's it. And then bend the knees and release. And then come up again. So your palms are back, your elbows are forward. And you're stretching those fingers up with the knees bent. That's it. We'll do 2 more. We're stretching into the upper back and the latissimus dorsi. And then coming down. And 1 more. Breathing in, elbows forward, palms back, stretch into the upper back and the shoulders, and then coming down. Okay, nearly there now. Take the legs wide and just start to take the weight from one side to the other. So your toes are pointing in the same direction as your knee. That's it. And we'll just start to stretch out into the inner thigh. So we just want to get the legs wide enough that you can feel a gentle stretch into the hip adductors here. That's it. So you may want to come all the way down to the floor, or that might be too strong for you. So if that's too strong, just keep those hands on your thighs. Just modify and do what feels right for you. So we keep going one side to the other. And then pause in the center. You might want to walk those hands out a little bit if you're able to just lengthen into the spine. Walk the fingers away from the body. Feel that stretch into your hamstrings, your inner thighs. Have a breath. breathe out, walk the hands back. And then soften the knees, just bring the feet a little bit closer together and up we come. Okay, and just one last move and then hopefully you're super warmed up. So we're going to do the fearless flight, so feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, come forwards, and then soften the knees, curl the spine, and up we come. So I'll just show you from the side. Breathing out, breathing in, and lift. Couple more. Breathing in, lift, and breathing out, stretch. See if you can bring the whole spine into the movement. This beautiful, fearless flight. And then the next time we come down, let's hold again in forward bend. And toe heel your feet in. So bring your heels in a bit, then your toes in, your heels until your hip distance. And then from there, tuck your tailbone in, engage, refresh your core and uncurl the spine. Nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, until you finish with your neck and your shoulders and you're standing strong and tall. And then we'll take those hands up above the head and just open up into the side of the body. Opening that filing cabinet and letting go of any tensions, any negativity there. Just allowing it to release with that beautiful side bend. And then coming up towards the ceiling, lengthen. And then breathe out, floating the arms down. And then we're going to finish by stretching into the front of the shoulders. So just taking care with your shoulders as always. So clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades together a little bit. Breathe in as you breathe out, switch your core on. And then start to come down. Keep your knees a little bit soft and then raise the arms up if you want to. Relax the head down as long as you know that your neck's okay with that. And just have a couple of breaths here and enjoy that fabulous stretch. Allow the chest to open, and then on your next in-breath, push through those feet and gently bring the body up. And we're back into standing. Okay, so hopefully you feel warm. Grab a drink, have a minute. And then we'll move on to our postures. We've just got one more stretch to do. Just going to shut my window. I don't know why. Right. Okay, so just for a moment, we're going to come down and just do one stretch on the mat. So if it's tricky to fiddle with your camera, then don't worry too much about that. As long as you can see me, we're actually going to do a kneeling stretch. So I have one of these pads which are just brilliant for the knee. If you do have any soreness in your knee, then pop your, oh yeah, there you go, Sue's got one as well. They're so good, aren't they? Yeah, I love mine. So if you need to have a cushion or a blanket or whatever, then by all means just pop something under your knee. So we're just going to do what we call an iliopsoas stretch. So come down into a kneeling position on your mat and put your right knee out. That's it. And we're not going to, is everybody okay with kneeling? Yeah. Yeah. So we're not going to go too strong on the angle. Just be aware of your pelvis. So we want to try and keep the hip bones at least forwards, if not almost like tilted a little bit. So tilt your pelvis in. That's it. Engage your core. Be nice and strong through your core muscles, and then just walk that foot forward a little bit. I'm going to breathe in and raise the left arm up and breathe out and just go over to the side. So I'll come to the front now so you can see me. So you go into the side that your knee's not out. That wasn't very well said, but hopefully you know what I mean. And then coming back, we'll just do that one more time. So make sure you keep a nice straight line between the hip and the knee. We're going to breathe in as the arm comes up. Keep that pelvis tucked in and your core switched on and coming over. And you should feel a stretch into the front of your hip. That's it. And then coming up and coming down. We're going to do the same on the other side. So extending that other leg out. Rest your hand on your thigh. Engage your core and tilt the pelvis. And then on the in-breath, the arm comes up. And on the out-breath, we do a lateral side bend, and you should feel that stretch quite strongly into the hip area, front of the hip and the side. Breathing in and breathing out. If you're not feeling it, then just tilt the pelvis a little bit more forward. So tilting it, yeah, forwards. No, backwards, I think. Anyway, I'm not doing very well with my forwards and backwards. Breathe in again and breathe out. You might even feel it right down through your quad, your quadricep at the front of your thigh, and then breathing in and breathing out. Do you feel stretched out? Do you feel ready to do some power sequence? Good. You're all looking so enthusiastic and keen there. I wish I could hear you so you could heckle me a bit and give me a bit of banter. Okay, because we're doing this a little bit differently, I'm just going to very briefly show you what we're going to put together. So I'm just going to show you, so you just watch me for a moment because I think it will just help, because we're not in a physical class. I don't normally demo a sequence, but I'm just going to show it you very briefly. And then you can see as we go along how it all kind of fits together. I'm just going to do one side. For some of you, this will be very familiar because we've done this lots of times in class. Oh, I feel amazing already just for doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at that and see how you want to do those postures. So there's loads of different ways you can modify it and make it work for you. I'm just also looking at how you use your space, okay? So we're working with a chakra called the Manipura chakra, which is right here. And this is all about our strength, our willpower, our determination, all those amazing things that sometimes can feel a little bit downtrodden or affected, particularly at times of change. So let's start with the warriors. So if you'd like to get up on your mat and just decide, so you've got a choice now in terms of how you want to do this. So you can either do what I was just doing and go to the side and step out, or if it's easier for you, then you can actually just step forwards and do it that way, if that makes sense. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you're in a bedroom and you're by the side of a bed or something, it's going to be quite difficult if you don't step forwards. So you can do that if that's easier for you. All right. So bring yourself into the most amazing mountain posture. So just take a minute or two to feel those feet connected to the earth. Soften your ankles and your knees. Become aware of your pelvis. Allow those hips to just face forward and your pelvis to be nice and stable. Have a couple of breaths just to lengthen out through that spine. Stand strong. Relax and wriggle the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades in. Feel your collarbone lift. And finally lengthen through that neck. And just feel that lift through the crown of the head as you breathe in. So feel your body lift and lengthen. And then as you breathe out, allow the weight to settle down, taking that breath into your feet. And we'll just do a couple more. Just stand in your power, in your strength. Feel that strength in your solar plexus. Lengthen and lift the body. And then with the out breath, just feeling that connection through the earth. Okay. And then from here, we're going to go into Warrior One first of all. We're not going to worry about those bits that I did after because we can just do those in the sequence. So if you'd like to either step out to your right side, or if you're stepping forwards, just step forwards. But turn, then you need to just swivel your legs. I'll talk it through sideways first. So if you're sideways, then just take your right foot 90 degrees so that your toes are pointing to the side, and then take your left foot just off the angle a little bit, about 60 degrees. That's it. And your feet should be pretty much aligned with your hips forward. That's it. If you're stepping forward, then you just want to create the same thing. And really, it's only going to be your back leg that you're working with. Your right leg should have been where it needed to be. Okay, so we're going to breathe in and lift the hands up towards the chest. Breathe out and allow the arms to just be on either side of the body. And just for a moment, check in with your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your jaw's relaxed. And on another out breath, just engage your core. So draw your abdominals in, away from your clothing a little bit, engage your pelvic floor. We're going to breathe in again, and as we breathe out, we're just going to bend that front right knee. We're going to make sure that it doesn't overshoot the foot, and you've got a fabulous straight line between your right hip and your right knee. So that thigh isn't creeping into the center. It's going nice and straight, and your hips are still forward. So that's quite a strong position there. And then we're going to look with determination down that right hand. Okay, and make sure you've got your weight pushing into that back foot as well as the front foot, so it's not all on the front. And then from here, take the hands above the head, turn the body to the right, and just adjust your back leg a little bit. So we're now facing the side. You've got your hands above your head, your core still engaged, and you're pushing through that back leg. And then come back and release the hands. Okay, I'm just going to adjust my camera a little bit. I know it's not easy to see me. That's it. So let's just do that on the other side. So stepping out to the left, and then swiveling that left foot. So the knee and the left foot are in the same direction, and then just take that right foot off at about 60. That's it. Hips are forward. It's probably good to just engage our core straight away. So the legs are both straight at the moment. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, first of all, just switch your core on and draw in your pelvic floor. So we're just about 20% engagement of your core. That's it. That's it. And then breathe in, bring the hands up towards the heart, and then breathe out and take the arms wide. That's it. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, bend that left knee, push into the outside edge of that right foot. Keep the heart open, draw the shoulder blades in, relax the shoulders, and feel the strength as you look down that left hand. This is a warrior position. It's strong and it's powerful. And then from here, we turn the hips to the left, bring the hands together, either at the forehead or above the head, and just adjust that back right foot a little bit. So there's no pressure on that back knee. That's it. And then you can look up towards your hands if you want to. And again, feel that sense of openness and strength into your chest and your heart. And then we'll bring those hands back down, swivel the feet forwards. And we'll just have a nice wide angle forward bend in whichever way you can do that, or it might be an extended leg bend. And then toe heel those feet together and uncurl the spine. Is everybody okay with those two warriors? Yeah? Anybody need to check anything? No? Oh, I like that, I like that. Yeah, this is what we've to do. We've got smiley faces here now as communication, fantastic. So can everybody please make sure that for the next class you have smiley faces and sad faces? No, I'm only joking. Thumbs will be good, but that I do like that, Sue. All right, and so there's our two warriors, which we're going to do in our flow. And then from there, from warrior 2, we're going to do the crane posture. So the crane posture is really great for taking that blood flow down into the neck and the head. And it's also brilliant for strengthening the legs and the glutes. And it's a balance as well. So there's lots going on. The only reason to take care with the crane is if you're a bit tweaky and you get a bit of sciatica in your lower back, then you don't want to take that leg out too far. You don't want to overstrain in the lower back. And you may prefer to have a couple of books or just draw a chair in so you're not going all the way to the floor. So that's up to you. I don't think that anybody here is affected by that, but just listen to your back and see what works. So let's do it together. So we're going to practice it as if we were in warrior 2. So if you just pop your right leg forward and keep that left leg off the angle a little bit. So imagine that we've been here, and then we're going to engage the core, and we're going to bring those hands down just in front of that right foot. You can keep that right knee bent, you don't have to have it straight. And then when you're there, make sure that that pelvis stays level. So we don't want to tilt and lift the pelvis, and just start to extend the leg towards the side of the room. I'm going to have a little look there. So it's very, imagine you've got a tray of champagne flutes on your back, and you're just lengthening that leg back, keeping the pelvis, using your core muscles, keeping your pelvis balanced. Brilliant. And then from there, you're going to lower that left knee down towards the floor. So bring your hands a little bit closer to your right foot, and then lower that left leg down. Yes, that looks fantastic. Have your little knee support ready if you need it. And we'll just do a practice of that little flourish. If you were here for the seat of compassion a couple of weeks ago, then you'll remember we did this. So we're going to take the left hand, do a full circle, open the hips, and then the second time, we're going to keep that left hand open. The right hand stays where it is. So we've got this amazing stretch into the whole of the front of the body. We're going to keep that right thigh nice and straight and just do 3 pulses. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. And then on the next in-breath, that left hand circles back, the hips turn back to the right, and the hands come down. And make sure your core's switched on, and up we come. We'll just do that on the other side so that we're all balanced up. Is everybody okay? You look amazing. It looks like you're doing an amazing job. It's just that when you're quite small, it's not the same as being in a class. So I don't want you to feel neglected if I'm not kind of coming up and saying, oh, just do this, just do that. But you all look good to me. So shall we try it on the other side? If you do feel tweaky in your lower back, Remember, just grab a chair and just do this on a chair, okay, or a stool. So we're going to take the left leg forward, right leg at an angle, hips are to the left, yeah. And then we would imagine that we've just come from warrior two. We come down, take the hands just in front of that left foot. Make sure that pelvis is nice and in neutral. Use those core muscles to keep you strong. And then imagine that tray of champagne flutes there as you gently extend that leg out in the crane. Relax the head if it's comfortable to do so. Feel the strength coming up that left leg. And then bring your hands just a little bit closer in towards that left foot as you lower the right knee down and come into a kneeling position. Okay. And then we'll just do that little practice of the right hand. So we do one full circle, keep that left thigh nice and straight. And then the next time we come, we open and do 3 pulses, breathing in, breathing out, and you'll feel that sense of openness right into the solar plexus there. And then coming back across, hands come down in front of that left foot. You tuck those back toes under, make sure you've refreshed your core, and up we come. Whew. And that's it. So I'm going to put it all together in a minute and be super powerful, amazing warriors. So grab a drink, do anything that you might need to do just to make that sequence work for you. So I'm conscious that you've not got that much space. So if you need to put me somewhere else or move some furniture, then this is the chance. I'll just grab a drink. I still haven't got over the fact that Lisa's outside. I'm really jealous about that. It looks so nice. I'm boiling in here. I had the window open, but the neighbours decided to have an argument on the patio. So I've just had to shut the window. Oh dear. Right. How are we doing? Everyone all right? Yep. So this is the opportunity to put on some amazing music if you want to. I can't remember what that one is that I really like that I do it to. Rule the World, is it called something like that, by Coldplay? And it's got like a really do. Oh, it's brilliant for the power sequence. If you like Coldplay, then that's my go-to song. If I could only play it now when we're doing it, I would. But if you're not a Coldplay fan, then you're probably quite pleased that I can't. Okay, so we're going to start in the mountain posture. So just take a moment to stand and arrive on your mat. So this power sequence has been put together particularly to help to connect with your own inner power, to help us to appreciate our own amazing bodies, and also just to connect with that inner strength, and to hopefully make you feel really energized, and just change that feeling of energy. After a busy day sometimes it can just feel nice to do something energetic. So we'll just start in Namaste. Just push the thumbs into your heart, feel your feet connected to the earth, check that your pelvis is beautifully in a neutral position. Maybe take a deep breath in and then breathe out and allow the body to settle. And then opening the hands up. And we're going to start by taking those hands right above the head. I'm just going to lift my camera up a little bit. And then gather that energy. We're gathering that energy, and then on an out breath, nice long out breath. And we're drawing that power and that energy into our hearts. Breathe in. And then stepping out to the right. Arms go out. Swivel those feet, just as we practiced before. Relax the shoulders, engage your core. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to go into a fabulous warrior one. Feeling strong, feeling powerful. Looking down that right hand. And then from here, we're going to swivel the hips to the right, adjust that back foot, and do whatever version we want to do of our warrior two. Just allow that solar plexus, that place of power and strength, to really expand and open. And then from here, we're just going to draw the hands behind the back. So you can either clasp hold of your wrists or your elbows, and see if you can take your whole body into a diagonal. So a really strong diagonal, using those abdominal muscles. We're going to breathe in, and again, a powerful out breath. There we go. And then we're going to gently lower the hands down just in front of that right foot. And allow that strength and that energy to flow down into the head and the heart. Lifting that left leg up, keeping your pelvis nice and stable. And then walking the hands a little bit closer to the right leg and lowering that left knee down towards the floor. Just check you've got a nice alignment between your right knee and your right ankle. And let's make sure we keep that right thigh nice and straight as we go. Refresh your core muscles. We're going to do a beautiful circle with the hands. Open the hips, open the heart. And then the next time, we're going to hold and pulse. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, strength, determination, and courage. Letting go of negativity with the out breath. Releasing tensions. And then breathe in as the hand comes back round to that right side. Hands lower down by the right foot. Tuck that left toes under. Feeling strong through those legs. Use your core to lift. And we're going from here back up to warrior two. So you can have your hands by your forehead or up above your head. Push into that back leg. And then from here, turn the hips forward. Both hands go out. Adjust that left foot a little bit. And warrior one. Looking down that right hand. And then bring both feet forward. And relax the arms. And step in. Are you all right? Is everybody smiling? Yeah? I'm just checking I've got a smile in each window. Oh yes, there's a lovely smile there. Yes. Right, let's go to the other side. I think I might have to open the window. Oh no, they're still there. I can't. Okay, are we ready? Let's do the other side. So bring those hands in. Stand tall, stand strong. And we're just going to open the hands up. Take those hands up just above the head. Gather that power and breathe it in. And again. So all that strength, all that power, it's already in you. Draw it down, take it to your heart, and then step it out to the left. Relax the shoulders, swivel those feet. Open up through the heart, arms out at shoulder level. Make sure your core's engaged. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, going into warrior one. So knee and ankle alignment on that left foot. Push into the outer edge of your right foot and look strong down that left hand. And then from here, we're going to turn the hips to the left, adjust that back foot, and bring the hands either above the head or at the forehead, or wherever you want them to be. Feeling that strength and that power in your body, in your mind. And then drawing those hands down and behind the back. So we're going into the diagonal, holding either the wrists or the elbows. We've got a fabulous diagonal shape with the body. So imagine that you're just drawing a straight line from the crown of your head to the heel of your right foot. And that's the shape we're trying to create, that's it. And then breathe in, and with power and strength, that's it. Arms going out, up above the head. That's it. And then we're going to lower down. You can keep that left knee bent if you need to. Make sure those core muscles are strong. And then easing that right leg up. So use those gluteal muscles, your core muscles. Allow that beautiful flow of energy down into the heart and the throat. And then from here, walking the hands back, lowering that right knee down, taking the hands out to that left side. Check your alignment between your left knee and your left ankle. And then when you're feeling strong and stable, we'll just do a little circular movement with that arm. It's like a beautiful shield of light and strength. And then the next time we go, opening that heart, we're going to do 3 pulses again. Breathing that strength in and letting go of any negativity, anything that holds us back. Just letting it go with the breath. And then breathing in as the hand comes back. Breathing out. Pause with the hands together on the left side. Tuck those right toes under. Pop your hands on either side of your left foot, or if you need to get up another way, then just get up however you want to. And let's lift through those legs, feeling strong. Going into warrior 2. Bend that left knee. Push into that right foot. If you want to, you can look up to the hands. Connect with that sense of determination and strength in your solar plexus. And then from here, the hips come to face me, shoulders forward, looking down that left hand. Feel that activation through your heart, legs strong. And then swivel both feet forward, straighten the legs. And we're just going to come down into a wide angle forward bend. Feel your palms connected to the earth. Feel the strength of your own body. Take a deep breath in, breathing out, and let's toe heel the feet back. Just a hip distance apart. Refresh your core muscles, draw in your pelvic floor, and let's slowly uncurl the spine, drawing the hands up the center of the body, and then pause back into Namaste. And just take a couple of deep breaths. Just standing in your own power, connecting with that inner strength. And just breathing it in. And then releasing the hands. Well done, everybody. That looked amazing. That's the most ambitious thing I've ever done on Zoom, bar none. And I think you were all super amazing. So grab yourself a drink, and then we're going to just go down onto the floor into the crocodile and just settle that energy, because otherwise you'll be up till midnight, because you'll be so full of your own power and strength that there'll be no stopping you and you won't be able to go to sleep. So I think we need to contain that energy now and settle you back down. So come into a beautiful crocodile, into your Makarasana. And you can pop your forehead on the back of your hands, take those toes out and the heels in. And just allow yourself to rest on the earth. Just feel that energy, that strength pulsing through your body. Hopefully you can still feel those beautiful movements through your body. And then bring your awareness to your breath. And we're just going to do a few rounds of the deep abdominal breath. It's a beautiful, calming breath, connecting straight up to that parasympathetic relaxation response. So like you're blowing up that balloon in your belly, taking the breath right down to the bottom of your lungs, those lower lobes. And then breathing out and allowing the body to let go. Maybe feeling a sense of being held by the earth, deeply connected to the earth. Breathing in that sense of strength and stability. All those amazing qualities that you have inside you. Breathing them in. Letting go of self-doubt, any negativity. Just breathing it out. And just imagine it flowing away into the earth. And we'll just do 5 more breaths in your own time. And then when you've completed your 5 breaths, just taking your time and getting ready to relax. So take it a few minutes to find a comfortable position. You might want to pop a blanket over you. We've certainly generated a bit of heat there, so you can soon feel chilly. We have worked the back quite strongly, so you might feel like you want a cushion under your knees so that you can keep your knees bent. And as you're on your back, if you do feel any tightness in your back, you might like to just take your knees into your chest for a moment, or maybe take your knees one side and then the other. Just doing a little gentle easing out of the lumbar and the sacrum, the lower parts of the back. And then when you've done that and you can feel that sense of release, just getting yourself ready for the relaxation. Just take a couple of deep breaths first of all, giving yourself permission to relax. Just taking this time for yourself. Another really important part of yoga for good mental health, as I know you all know because you're here, is giving yourself that time to care for yourself, that space, that bit of attention and kindness. So just setting your intention to really give in to the relaxation and remembering that thoughts will come and thoughts will go. That's what minds do. So seeing if you can cultivate that sense of awareness of your own thoughts, but just as an observer. So whenever you notice the thoughts coming in, just noticing that you've drifted off, and then bringing your attention back to the relaxation and to your breath.
And you might have to do that many times, it doesn't matter. Each time you notice that your thoughts have drifted off, just pause and notice without any judgment, and bring your full attention and awareness back to your body, your breath, and my voice. So just taking a moment to get a sense of your whole body, just scanning the whole of your body as it's lying on your mat. Feeling those points of contact with the floor, feeling the air on your skin. Noticing your body breathing, breathing in and breathing out. And then taking your awareness, that powerful sense of awareness down and connecting with your feet. All your focus, all your attention into your feet. And gently pushing through the heels, creating some tension and tightness through the feet, up into the legs, push. And as you breathe out, release. Circling gently into the ankle joints, taking your time, slowing it right down, and then change direction, going the other way. And then pause, point the toes away from the body, tighten and tense up through the legs. And then with your next out breath, releasing all tightness, feeling the legs and the feet soften and let go. As you guide your awareness up into the whole of the legs now, and just gently squeeze around the knees. So just drawing your kneecap up towards your thighs, giving them a gentle squeeze. And again, with the out breath, just releasing and letting go. Becoming aware now of your hips, your lower back, the gluteal muscles in your buttocks. And we're going to gently squeeze into the buttocks, drawing the pelvic floor muscles, tighten into the lower back, and then breathe out and release. And then this time, we're going to tilt the pelvis a little bit, use your abdominal muscles, and just push the small of your back into the floor. Just a tiny movement, push and tilt. And then breathe out and let go. And we'll do that one more time. Push, tilt, contract. And with the out breath, letting go and releasing. Guiding your awareness round to the belly and taking a deep breath right down into the abdomen. Feel your abdominal wall contract and expand. Pause at the top of the breath and then sigh the breath out. Nobody can hear. And again, breathe in, expand. Pause at the top of the breath and sigh the breath out. As you become aware of your shoulders and the middle of your spine, gently draw the shoulder blades together. Bring a slight arch into the upper back. And then with the exhale, relaxing the shoulders and allowing the spine to release. As you come down towards the arms and the hands, opening your palms wide, spreading your fingers, lifting the arms just a little bit off the floor, squeeze, tighten, hold. And then with a soft, gentle out breath, allow those arms to let go. Feel your fingers gently curled. As your awareness comes up into your neck, your throat and your head. And just begin by lifting the head just a little bit off the floor, just engaging those neck muscles Have a little lift and then lower. And then taking the head from one side to the other side, just easing out into the neck, creating a sense of space and release. And then coming back to center. And finally, just pushing the back of the head gently into the floor. Tensing through the neck, sending a ripple down the spine. Hold for a moment. And then with that soft, gentle out breath, allowing the neck to relax, releasing all pressure through the head. As you bring your focus to your face, open your mouth wide. Create that silent smile and the silent shapes, E, Ah, Ooh. With your out breath, relax the jaw. Allow any expressions from around the mouth to just release. Feel a softness in your throat as you give your nose a little wriggle, your eyes a gentle squeeze, and take the eyebrows up into the forehead for a moment. And then breathe out and allow the face to relax. Your whole body bathed in stillness, a warm wave of relaxation, soothing and calming. And just affirm to yourself, I am strong, I am calm, I am still. And then bringing your focus up to just above the crown of your head. And seeing if you can imagine in your mind's eye a warm, golden, healing light. You might be able to imagine the feel of the rays of that light on your skin, warming your skin. You might be able to imagine the smell of those rays of light warming the earth beneath your feet. And now just imagine breathing rays of that light deep into every cell of your body. Radiant, warm, golden light. Rays of light, bathing, soothing, energizing light into your face and your neck, down through your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Each time you breathe in, filling your body with more and more of this glorious golden light, filling the whole of your heart and allowing your chest and your spine, your belly and your hips to be bathed and warmed in golden light, giving you a beautiful sense of health and well-being. Each time you breathe in, drawing more and more of that light into your body, down through your legs, your knees and your ankles, to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Breathing that sense of inner strength, that calmness, and that beautiful light, your own inner light, deep into your heart. Anchor it there. And then sigh the breath out. As you become aware of your body lying on your mat, feeling those points of contact, the air on your skin, the gentle rise and fall of your breath. And beginning to stretch and wriggle, listening to your body and just moving in whatever way feels good for you. Take your time. And while you're just getting yourself ready to gradually come up, I'm just going to read you a little piece of writing that I keep in my kitchen. Do not let your struggles disempower you. Without our challenges, we would never know our strengths. Know that you are never defined by your past. In fact, you are not defined by anything that has happened to you or that is happening to you. You define you. What you believe to be true of yourself, you will see proof of in your world. What you give out will radiate back to you. If you see yourself as weak, then you will encounter situations and people who leave you feeling weak and disempowered. Our subconscious loves to say, "I told you so." Notice your thoughts. Notice when you're not feeling strong and grounded, or when you're not standing in your own power, and then ask yourself why that is. You will surely find the answer. And anytime you're feeling less than powerful and robust, just place one hand over your heart and one hand just under your ribcage and above your navel, and silently repeat to yourself, "I am strong. I can handle this." Allow yourself to breathe into that affirmation, and you will feel your energy change. Let your challenges make you. Never let them break you. Your inner strength is plentiful, and you will always get through whatever life hands out to you. So I have that on my notice board in my kitchen, and I read it quite often to myself. So I hope you like that. Thank you so much for coming tonight and doing the power sequence with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's wonderful to see you all as ever. And I hope you have a good rest of the evening and a wonderful rest of the week. And namaste.